All right, guys. So you want to make sure we're really gonna good evening, ladies and gents out there in the world. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but I've been posting that we were gonna have our family members that we love so much tonight on the show. And if you guys just listen to us banter just a little bit while we start sharing. Give us maybe like 2 minutes to share, and then we're gonna kick the show off with the intro. But we're so happy to have you two up here tonight.
We're happy to be here too.
Yeah. What you call it, a power couple?
The
ultimate power couple.
Yep. We're happy to be
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah.
No problem. Glad to have y'all on.
And it's funny because little story, sis, before we actually jump into it. I did not know that I met y'all before I met y'all.
You know what? I was going to say that same story. I don't know if it was going to be exact, but the same story.
At the gym, I met y'all at the gym downtown at what's his name?
Hughes.
When my son was working.
Yes.
Yes. And it was so fascinating that I was like smiling in the inside, seeing that you guys were doing your little exercise routine, and when you pass each other, y'all was high-fiving each other and stuff, and the enjoyment of seeing two people show love for each other the way that y'all were doing. I like every time I talk to you, I was supposed to tell you that, but I kept forgetting. So I said I was going to make sure that I told you that I really appreciate that, because it was like one of those things that stuck with me and told me that that's what I want.
Little did you know that you knew them
Awesome.
me knowing them as well.
Yeah.
And we happened to
yeah.
But I want to say this to Lisa. People don't know how I've been knowing Lisa for 5 years, and she has been in my life and have helped me so much as with nobody really knows. And I appreciate that about you, and I love you.
You're very welcome. I'm finna say you helped me too.
Always making you laugh, girl.
Look, just talk. I forget I was at work sometimes talking to her.
Lisa, I should make you laugh, girl. You may get in trouble. I used to have you dying laughing. Oh my God.
Yes, we almost get in trouble.
That was fun. That was fun.
Definitely. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm jealous. I got to get my game up and get back in the gym, right? So I can get right.
Oh yeah, it's all good. We all need to.
Yeah. So y'all just got to keep going, because we'll get sad if y'all say, "Oh, we're not going to the gym anymore."
Oh,
no, don't say that.
They're gonna do it.
It takes some time. Trust me.
Yeah,
it takes some time.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hit the intro, and when we get back from the intro, we're going to start the questions with this power couple. See you guys in just a second.
Okay.
All right, so welcome to tonight's show, the Sofa Pillow Talk, and we have the Calvins. So, what we like to start off with is the best question ever. How did you guys meet?
Well, first of all, they
introduce us. They tell me, well, just say hi to me. I'm just so excited.
So you guys can do like a little short introduction of yourselves, who you are, and
okay. I'm Sheila.
You can tell us how you met.
Okay. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible.
Okay.
Good.
In 2009, boxer, mutual friend of ours, had friended Jean with a lot of fitness women, right?
Okay.
on his page because I guess he was new to Facebook. So I was one of them. So he continued to come on my page and say nice things and scriptures and everything.
Oh.
So one day I posted on my wall the type of man I was looking for. Not knowing he had been watching me like a hawk, he said, no, seriously. It was like not even a second. He came on my wall and said, I'm that man. I'm that man. 3 months later, he proposed.
Okay.
3 months later, we got married.
Oh.
It's been 12 years in about 2 weeks.
Oh, happy early anniversary.
Thank you. And I mean, Facebook. We met on Facebook.
Now, we don't tell everybody that, but we did, and it has been very successful. Because it was meant to be.
We had some bumps.
You knew what you wanted. You saw her, and you said, "Oh, that's it right there.
He was following me and being nosy because I had some shows coming up, right?
We were both bodybuilders at the time.
That's how we met. And he was asking me all these questions. I said, it's none of your business what I'm getting ready to do. I'm like, who are you and who sent you? You know? I
said, just tell me where your show is.
I said, it's none of your business.
And tell me how you do when the show is over. I know you're going to win.
Oh, he had faith in you already.
And she did.
So that's how we met. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
I like that. And see, look, why it always seems like everybody's saying the same thing the way that I went after you and you couldn't see me.
He swears that God told him ahead of time before he had him filling prescriptions he wasn't even going to use because he was supposed to come and get me.
You see, you here, don't you?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, she hit on you.
Dr. Jean did exactly the same. Well, I did what he did because they've been married longer than us.
Yeah, they got us.
Yeah,
they got us filed a couple years. And they're absolutely beautiful. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are.
But I like that story though because it makes what I am constantly saying to not only other women but men too, how a man knows what and who the woman in front of him, who she is, what place she's gonna what she's gonna be to him, whether it's a friend, I hate to say a one-night stand type thing, marriage, we know. And it's just really up to, just my opinion, it's just really up to us being patient enough for her to see it. And I think majority of the time for those that are persistent authentically, then they end up having the type of relationships that you guys have.
Right.
So I appreciate that. I really
do. You right on the money with that, bro. Good explanation. I'm in agreement with you.
Indeed.
So, if you really had to think about it, what is it that makes you guys work?
I would have to say that it's our godly assignments because we have the same ministry, and when we help people in the same area. Fitness and health and life in general, and just being real and being a real person and try to be as close to God as you can without being weird.
I like that.
Ain't nothing wrong with being weird though. I'm a little weird sometimes. Okay.
No, I'm talking about way out there.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not an extremist though.
Okay, that's I'm talking about extreme.
Yeah, no,
I would say what works for us as well is that we're like totally opposite.
Okay.
Even though we have a lot of ministries together, but I'm like loud, I'm fiery, no, seriously. He is like so chill.
Very much so.
But guess what he told me when he met me? He said God told him everything about me and what he was going to have to deal with. Now, my stepdad and my brother sat him down and told him, "Let me tell you what you about to get into."
But
he already knew. And it takes a strong man, not physically, mentally, to deal with me. I am not a very easy. I'm a good girl. I'm a good woman.
Right.
Very much so.
But dealing with me, it takes a strong man. And I will say that Lisa knows that.
Oh yeah. But he's like so patient with you. It is like
very
uncanny. Like
very.
Mr. Dean don't raise his voice. He don't get out of pocket. He's like, okay, it's whatever you want to do, sweetie. All right, we'll take our time. I admired him. I was like, oh my God, he is so patient and loving and supportive. You know, but he's also very firm and in a very loving way.
Yes. Oh, I don't like that, but I need it.
Right. Everybody needs a little structure.
Look, she knows it because she's seen it a lot.
Yeah. And she's like, okay, all right. She'll okay. You're right, Jean. And she'll kind of calm down a little bit, but they are really good. I enjoy seeing them interact with each other. He do whatever, he do anything for her and she'll do anything for him. I've seen that firsthand and it was absolutely beautiful. I was like, oh man, he's so sweet. I like him. And then y'all be dressing alike and stuff. That made us aspire to be like y'all.
You mean dressing like outside the gym?
Yeah.
Oh girl, I have to find him. He's not a dresser. He's been in the Marines. He retired from the Marines 30 years ago. I mean, for 30 years he was in. He was used to just being in his suit. So I helped him change his wardrobe. Okay. So we like to do the same colors, and he's on with that now. So yeah, we like to try to match, you know.
See, before it was like workout clothes and suit and tie.
That's it. You didn't need anything else.
There wasn't nothing in between. Matter of fact,
he said it wasn't in the dream.
In between.
Wasn't nothing in between.
Oh, nothing in between. Okay.
Because my kids try to get me to wear, you know, like baggy jeans and sagging. Get the heck out of here. but now, what Sheila and I do, we have what you call a give and take marriage, meaning that it's not all about me and it's not all about her. We meet each other wherever it's required for us to meet. If I got to give 95% on this day, I give 95. And she gives her 5. That's okay. But then it gets switched.
Yeah.
If she's got to support me, say 100%, then I need that support. It's not a 50-50. I don't know why they came up with that.
I don't know why neither.
Okay. Those people are divorced.
Yes.
Okay, if they doing 50-50, they divorce. Because somebody is going to end up short a whole lot of times, and they're going to be mad and it's not going to work.
I've been there and done that.
Yeah.
That's true.
Wow.
That is true, yeah.
Yeah, this is the second marriage for both of us. So, you know.
Same with us, too.
Look, can't be playing around.
No, I think that was like one of our first things.
Look, strike 3, you're out. So 2 got to be, the second one got to be good.
Yes. I think that's something that we kind of did.
Like the song say, the second time around.
We want.
You know, you learn a lot from your mistakes.
Yes.
But you still go through it with that new marriage.
Yes.
I mean, can
you got new mistakes. Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine meeting someone 3 weeks? Oh, it's cute. He leaves the toilet seat up. Oh, this is cute. But then a year or 2 go by, you're like, he got a seat. So basically, you're learning as you go, but then it's like you don't know a person. It doesn't matter how long you've been married.
Yep.
That's true. Yeah,
No,
we talk a lot about that.
because watch this. A human being usually do not know themselves, let alone somebody else,
Oh, that's
because
very true.
I
all
hope
you
y'all
got
out
to
there
do is
listening
think
to
about
this.
the thoughts that
Genius.
go through your head and which one you're able to pick and choose from.
Right.
Then you realize that you got to know yourself first
Very true.
before you even try to learn somebody else. And then if you're a couple, then y'all share all those things together and you kind of like just meet up to balance it out as much as possible, and you be just fine.
And I think really that's truly what works with us. And I can go back to what you were saying about, with me and my illness, sometimes I can be down and she covers, or she's somewhat overworked at work and she's tired. I'm doing the same thing. It's like no one has like no set thing to do. Everybody is doing something, and that for us works. And I know everything ain't for everybody, but
you have to do what works for you.
Yeah, but going back to what Dr. G was saying about the 50-50 thing, or that what you bring to the table scenario, is a bunch of bull crap for me.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you well, if you ain't got the right ingredients, you still got to go get them.
Yeah.
So you can't make a cake with potatoes.
Y'all kind of went over how the marriage came about.
Mr. Jean said, "You mine." Come on, let's go. Because we normally would ask, "How was marriage discussed before you got married?" And Mr. Jean said,
"Okay, let me say this.
Okay.
When we met, I had been single for about 4 years, right?
Okay.
I wasn't looking for a relationship. I didn't even care about being married again. So I went to a girlfriend's wedding and I was doing her hair. I was probably like 44. She said, "Sheila, God's gonna send you your husband at 40." I was 40. She said, "God is gonna send you your husband at 44." Here he comes at 44.
Wow.
When I'm like, who are you and what do you want? That's
You
what I
sound
said.
Like, who sent you? Like,
You sound
yeah,
like
so it was obviously meant to be, because I fell in love with God so much. I was in I'm not Pentecostal. I was in a Pentecostal church for 7 days a week. And that's all I was focused on. I wasn't focused on needing a man or wanting a man.
Okay.
Then he comes along. So, it went on from there. And I was like, and sometimes I still feel like this. I'm gonna be real.
Okay.
And transparent. Sometimes I feel like I don't deserve him. Because he's everything that I've ever asked God for that I've never had. I'm like, this kind of man don't exist. This is what I'm saying to me, because I'm used to men playing games and wanting this and that and having sex. When we met, we didn't have sex until we got married.
Awesome.
I wanted to do this right. After 44 years of being stupid and blindsided and giving men what they were after,
yep.
I said to him, you're not getting any payments. You know what he said to me? He said, "I don't want it." He said, "Because I fear God." So we got married, and then that happened. But we did not have sex before we got married.
And that gave you time.
Now, for the audience that's listening out there, that ain't the way the first marriages went down.
Oh no,
that's where the second one went.
And it has nothing to do with the relationships that I've been in before I met him. And being stupid, naive, you know what I mean?
Right.
We women, we learn our lesson, but it took me till I was 44 to understand that I can't do this because a lot of men, their whole objective is to get in your pants.
Yep.
Right. And they get all about their business. They're not serious about you after that.
Yeah, so you have to put your foot down and earn that respect.
Yeah.
And a man will respect you more when you're like, I didn't have men like drop me because I didn't want to do anything with them. But with him, he was like, I don't want you like that.
Right.
Well, the right man.
Yeah, the right man.
The right man.
Right man.
That.
Now, I'm not saying
that's knuckleheads that think it's for the chase and then still wait and still screw you over. So the right man definitely.
Oh yeah, but I made him chase me. Trust me. he had to do a lot of work. But it was all worth it. And I think I know I have a good man. He's a man though. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
He's a man. He's a pastor. Okay? A lot of people don't know that. But he's a man before he's a pastor.
Right.
Correct.
So
as he should be.
Yeah. So men, let me just say this. I was talking to a girlfriend earlier today that men have sex on their minds all day.
That's the rumor that goes around now.
The wrong man agree with me. It's just
that's the rumor that goes around. You know.
With her though. With her.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Okay.
There you go.
But let me say that. Let me say a single man, and it's hard because I don't know why God created men like that. But sex is on, even if it's sex about your wife, you're thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So women get into these relationships and then they sleep with these men. Women get caught up immediately, emotionally, and fall in love. When the dude like, shoot, I'm just hitting it. I ain't in love with nobody. I'm not falling in love with even one woman for a year.
Yeah, he got a bet going on with his buddy. How many did you get?
Yep.
So finally, I woke up at 44 years old.
You know, hey, better late than never. And it was in perfect timing because had you not been in the right headspace or the right place, you would have missed out on the best thing that has ever happened to you. Like, you would have been like, dang, I let that slip away because, you know, sometimes that picture of what we look for and then we pass over goes back later and we look and see the people that we could have picked in the past and we think to ourselves, well, dang, maybe if I'd have stuck it out, that could have been me. But being that you got yourself together and say, you know what, I'm going to do this right this time because I want something better or greater for myself because I love myself and I've come to a place where, you know what, I want to be good to me and I want somebody else to be good to me and respect me in a positive manner. And we can go forward from there, you know, and that helps you weed out the ones who ain't serious, the ones who playing games, the ones who don't know themselves enough to say, hey, I can respect that. Let me see if I can find something that I love about me that I can say, hey, we can work on this together.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Constant growth. It doesn't matter what age you are. Happens with it.
Yeah, so I'm glad that you did that.
And they keep saying that they like mid in their 40s. They still over here looking like they 30, 25.
I know, right?
Hey, but you know what? Hey, that's the game plan. That's what you're supposed to shoot for. You can't reverse the time, but you can definitely make the body kind of like just let the time slip by a little bit.
I know about that.
I'm a proud 62.
Okay.
And you know, and I think
I
think that's something we get away from. The world, society has us questioning getting older. And so, no one wants to say, oh, well, 40 is the new 20. I'm happy to be 42. I'm looking forward to be 43 and older.
Yeah.
Because I have my person to grow old with.
Yeah. You're 43.
And you're supposed to get better. The old generation, once you cross the threshold of like 50, it was like downhill.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be like that. It's You supposed to, okay, check this out. Like now in modern day society, you got 80 and 90 people, 80 and 90-year-old people still getting college degrees and
Yes.
stuff like that.
Yes.
That's a good thing. That's a
Yes,
good
it
thing because you should always try to strive to learn and excel and better yourself no matter what age you are.
That's
Because
right.
that means that your life will be a lot better and you have a better quality of life because you're trying to do something, you're trying to do some things, and then you've got God in it and you're trying to help people, it'll work for you.
Right. And I think that's like that's something that we're really doing with the show and the podcast and stuff, with trying to change the narratives on relationships. Because for me, when I was younger, God basically put a mission upon me, or trying to help and create the positive narrative when it comes down to relationships. And I like stepped away from that because of how my family was. I was a black sheep, and so I allowed outside influences take me off of my purpose. And it wasn't until I, bro, what, 2017, 37 years old, I finally sat down and understood that's what I was doing, which around about the same time with me seeing her. And it's just, for me, everybody, if you're open your mind to the ideal that you're being spoken to and commissioned to do a particular job that you're personally skilled for and only you can do, then if you go forth honestly and authentically, you know, what comes out on the other end is nothing but blessings. And she's one of my blessings off of me finally sitting down and saying, hey, I know I've asked several times over and over and I've fallen off the wagon, but I know at this moment I'm asking to continue my journey as a vessel for you, and I'm ready. And it wasn't until then, like, stuff just said boom, and it's opened up for me. And I haven't looked back since.
I ain't gonna lie. In the beginning, I was about like you. I was like you, Miss Sheila. I was like, where you come from, boy? Ain't nobody looking for no relationship.
Yeah, she was very resistant.
Something. God showed you what now? He ain't showed me that.
Like he ain't showed me.
I ain't seen that one yet.
When I met LaRone, I don't know if you were already dating Lisa.
No.
Okay, you didn't even know her.
I know. No. I didn't know you knew Lisa. I knew of Lisa because I was getting my medicine at Walmart.
Right. Yeah.
But no, we were nowhere near dating when I first met you.
That's why I was like, when I knew that, when I figured out you guys were dating, I was like, they are perfect for each other. seriously, you guys, that was like, I was so happy. You're such a good man for her. You know,
thank you.
She's told me her past, and I know you're a good. I knew you were a good man when I met you.
Yeah. Yeah,
you know,
man. She came close. When I first saw her, she came in. She was all dressed up.
That's always. She stay sharp, honey.
We talked for a long time, and
Yep.
I said, "This is a good dude. This is a good dude." Then turn around, he with Lisa. Well,
yeah, we had a lot of.
So
we had a lot of conversations prior to getting together. I think I don't know. I think you moved right before he and I started dating.
No.
Dating. We started dating before y'all moved.
Right before y'all.
About a year.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, cause when I told her, she was like, she had to make sure it was the right Lisa.
Yeah, I remember he bought you roses to work. I was like,
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
I still would, but they die quick, and so we just bought a whole bunch of flowers that we taking care of.
Yeah.
We bought me plants at home now, so.
Yeah. that was like 20 or 30 some dollars, which I don't mind spending, but
Right.
she really likes flowers and plants. And
Mhm.
so it was like almost money going down the drain. Where
Mhm.
how long we've had these plants?
Probably a year or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
well worth the money this
Yeah,
time.
Right.
we're
Right.
into
Right.
gardening now. So
Yeah.
growing
So
our own vegetables.
with this wonderful marriage of you guys, was there at any point a spoken non-negotiable outside of the fact that you told him, hey, ain't getting these pants until I'm ready and
Mhm.
married and whatnot. But was there a non-negotiable when it came to being together?
Well, when I first met him, I kind of knew he was on this path, but I told him what I was looking for.
Mhm.
Definitely loyalty, security,
Mhm.
honesty, and I wanted a man of God that walked like he was a man of God and talked like he was a man of God. Gene posts on his Facebook a lot of spiritual and Christian scriptures. I don't go on his wall because I already hear that every day
Right.
at home. So I don't go on his wall. So that was something that was important to me. I didn't want a man that run the street.
Mm.
I'm his best friend.
Mm.
I've even asked him to go out with some church buddies. He's like, I'd rather be with you.
Oh.
So those now, as far as him meeting guys, a lot of times you meet single guys, and you know what happens. They get you out there and you get caught up. But he's everything. I mean, he's a man. He gets on my nerves. We don't like each other sometimes.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
okay to not be okay.
Girl, sometimes I want to miss.
Yes, I
But
understand.
at the same time, when I realized I got a good man.
Yes.
I got a good man that loves the Lord, and his walk is much stronger than mine in the Lord. It's much stronger. And he has kept this marriage together.
All right now.
He has kept this marriage together.
So
I'm being transparent about this. This man, I'm not easy to deal with. And he has, for almost 12 years, kept this marriage together and strong.
Beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Well,
So,
the thing I say about that is both people are responsible for the marriage.
okay.
You got both couples, and then you have God. So, but each person got to do something, not necessarily a whole part, but got to do something. So long as there is a will for them to stay married, they'll stay married.
Right.
Yeah. So if you're a couple and you really want to stay married, all you got to do is make up your mind to stay married, and you'll be fine. You have some bumps. You have some bumps and some fights, and you even scare each other sometimes. Like, I wasn't supposed. I'm sorry. That slipped.
Yeah.
But if you want to stay married, you'll get through all of that, and you'll deal with anything that comes your way, and you'll come out on the other side.
Right.
Yeah. Now, if you don't want it to work, it won't.
That's true. You know what? We do that sometimes. We talk ourselves out of it, like, ooh, he just is not gonna listen. And guess what he'll do?
Not us.
He'll close his ears and he'll just not listen.
Not us, but just
no. But in general, most men are
not us. I listen.
You listen.
But wait,
my ears be like this all the time.
Like a deer.
That's why you got big ears.
When I say he's kept this marriage together, I'm not basically saying I'm not doing my work. Right. But Gene walks around the house all day, 24 hours, with positive thoughts to me verbally about our marriage, our home, our dogs. He's just a positive person. And I'm like, I've never met anyone like him.
Right.
But we're so night and day that I'm like, I mean, God forgive me, but we'll be in Publix and I'll just start twerking in the aisle. He just keep going. I'm from the
You
hood.
keep him excited. He's like, he
Look,
probably just walking like, oh,
look, I'm
she'll
from
catch up
the
in a minute.
hood. I'm straight up ghetto. But I got some class about me. He loved everything about me. Trust me.
As
As
he should.
long as you can go in and out of your ghetto.
So you can't stay in. You can't stay in. You can go visit.
Not only did I come out of the ghetto, I came out of the country, like deep down in Arkansas when I was a little kid.
Oh, okay.
And I grew up in St. Louis. And then after that, I traveled the world. Now, I may not sound and act like I came from those places, but I did. I did. So there's hope for everybody.
He said, "Don't let the doctor fool you now."
Right.
Yeah, he's when I first met him, I didn't know where he was from. We talked because we were Facebook. It was distance.
Right.
He was in Texas. I was in Maryland.
Okay.
So his voice intrigued me. His voice would have me like hypnotized.
That Barry White on you, girl.
He has a very extinguished voice. When he met my family, they were like, "Well, is he from the islands or something?" I'm like,
Africa.
I don't know. I wonder too. But he knows how he's articulate. He's very intelligent, and I fall in love with the man's mind first. That is what got me about him. And my first husband, it was the same thing. But he showed me so much. This man has shown me so much that so many women dream about having. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, still today, I'm like, is this real?
Yeah.
At 44 years old, I finally found the man that every woman just being loyal.
Right.
Is a
Right.
big thing for women.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just communicating. This man, it's like it's the opposite. I'm not out there or whatever. It's like he's the opposite, where he's the one wants to get together and talk. Sheila, we got to do this. We got to do this. We got to do this. Women are not getting that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them out there wanting.
They're
they
settling.
have the opportunity to get it, but they turn a blind eye to that good man sometimes for the other guy.
There you go.
For the good time guy, or for the
not
so nice guy, bad boy. But again, like you said, Mr. Jean said, I can get down, but to get down too now.
He ain't nothing bad boy,
but I definitely know how to put me in a box and make sure I show you, hey,
this boy is a geek. He's a geek.
No, she called me little geek boy.
But no, I love geek boys.
But I can still go back down in the hood and rub elbows with the old cats that are still down there. You know?
Right.
And guess what? They bow their heads to me.
Oh,
They remember where I came from.
Right.
Now, I never forget where I come from, because, matter of fact, I had one of my friends tell me about that a few days ago. But the thing is, what I do is, not looking back, trying to reach down and help people in the hood. I try to help everybody. It doesn't matter where those people are. It doesn't matter where you at. Because ministry to people and helping people help your relationship.
Yes.
So if you're trying to do good for other people, no matter who they are and what color they are, God is going to bless you. He's going to take care of you. It doesn't matter what color that person is. As long as they're not trying to do anything to you, then be a good person.
Yes. I don't know. He grew up in the hood, and he had a rough past life.
We all have.
But when he gets
Where
on
you
Facebook,
from?
he's such a therapist and a
Where you
counselor.
from?
He's my
Lerone?
counselor when we're not on here sometimes because I need it.
Where you from, Lerone?
I'm from Albany.
Okay, really?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Born and
I've been trying to run for the longest, and I actually didn't want to come back in 2017 when I was getting divorced. But I bit that bullet, and again, it was all God's plan. Because if I would have stayed in Mississippi, like I regrettably wanted to, I want to marry her. So, again, like I say, you, even if you don't want to believe in God, for those that are listening, but you are getting some form of intuition, and that's pointing you in a direction that you know is not anything bad, and you know if you do what's being told, you're gonna get a blessing out of it. Go for it. Don't second guess it because you don't want to sit up here and say, "Oh, well, I'm an atheist and I don't believe in God." You know, as you're missing out on something, and I probably would not. I wouldn't forgive myself if I was 5 years later saying, "Dang, I let her go," because I was probably 2 minutes away. Because me and God was fussing that night when he told me to go get my medication. After I done sat, and I love telling this story because, they say you don't supposed to fight with God. You don't supposed to question him, God either, right? But we had a discussion about getting off all of this medication, and all of a sudden you want me to fill all my medicine all over again just to go to the pharmacy for me to get some medicine that I am not going to take.
So yeah, when he met me, he had like 25 prescriptions he was getting. I'm like, God, like, what's wrong with this boy? Yeah. He got some issues. And then for a long time,
I think I stopped for about 6 months.
Yeah, he stopped taking all of his medicine, and he had really weaned
God
himself off.
God helped me wean
was,
myself off.
Really?
He was eating vegan. He was doing a lot of
Wow.
stuff, and he was feeling better.
And I kid you not, I was in the bed one day, and like that old Golden Corral commercial where you get hit upside the head with a frying pan. Hey, I need you to go get your medicine. And I'm like, I'm not doing this with you. We just already, I don't got this far. Now you want me to get back on it. And I'm sitting up here hitting my phone like this. Getting goddamn medicine. I don't want to get you. And then when I got up there, she don't remember this. When I got up there, she came from behind the counter and hugged me, and I haven't looked back since. So.
Wow. So you was able to get off of everything.
But
two medicines. Now I'm down to one that I sparingly take.
Wow.
I do take my treatment, which I was trying to get off of, but the doctor basically said, no, I can't do that. But yeah.
But a lot of times doctors put us on stuff that we really don't need because it's
and that was my thing.
Yeah,
they're pushing
it with her. She was like, Lisa, I don't really want to be taking all this stuff. She was like,
that's how I
can't do it. And I told the girl, get off it. You know what to do. You got a great support system.
So you're cooking these good meals. You went vegan.
Pretty much.
I'm waiting for my desserts. I told Jean.
Oh yes, I can. I can't do the cinnamon rolls yet, but I do. I've been able to make a gluten-free vegan red velvet cake.
What?
No.
Jean was just in Albany.
No.
Jean was just in Albany.
She's in training until next Thanksgiving.
She can't have it.
No.
I'm not. You trying to get me in trouble?
No.
Oh, I just left Albany.
He was in Albany 2 days ago.
Oh wow.
Dang, if I had remembered.
Yeah, they had a job fair on the base.
Oh, okay.
Had I remembered, I would have asked you to make me a red velvet.
Yep, I can do that. A caramel, vegan caramel cake.
That up in one setting. Woo, child.
Yeah, you're not gonna get me in trouble.
See?
Nope.
That's why she wasn't supposed to have it.
Red velvet. What kind of frosting?
Is the frosting is a almond cream cheese.
Ooh. Now that vegan cream cheese?
Yes.
Ooh. Yep. Yes.
So if y'all like when it comes to a marriage, what are y'all views with husband and wife roles, or do they not exist? Yeah.
Okay. We know the rules biblically
Yes.
for the husband and wife.
Okay.
Honestly, I do have a hard time submitting.
Okay.
Now I do the cleaning, I do the washing, I do the cooking, I do the intimacy, but I kind of annoyed. I'm annoying. Okay. He does everything he's supposed to do.
Okay.
So, like I was telling you earlier, that his walk is stronger than mine. I mean, I can admit that his walk is stronger than mine. And I look at him and I'm like, wow, I want to be like him. And it's rubbing off of me slowly but surely. I know that I'm supposed to be walking with him, not beside him, not behind him,
Right.
not in front of him, but together. And him being a pastor and knowing the word back forth. I mean, we both went to I went to the same cemetery school he went to.
Okay.
Seminary school.
Seminary.
And it's I have a lot to work on in that. And let me let you tell them how you feel about what I'm doing and what you're
Let's
doing.
say Mr. Jen get up, he be ready to go. He was like, all right, let's get dressed. Let's go hit the gym. You gotta get the breakfast ready now.
No, definitely not like that. But what I do is I know Sheila's character. I know Sheila's character, and I actually try to make sure that I keep her happy.
Okay.
Because if I can keep her happy and make her focus on what she's supposed to focus on, she'll be just fine. If I play that challenging and dominating husband, we're not going to get anywhere.
Right.
So I kind of operate in the submissive role. I see all my little Marine friends out there like, is that the Master Gunny? Did he just say that?
No,
No, fellas, it's called wisdom. That's what it's called.
But I like that you said that, not to interrupt, but now to hear you actually say that, you're basically saying this is the reason why the marriage is working. And that's something that me and her do, and that's something that I enjoy doing. We both are submissive to each other. Mm-hmm. And that's why we work. And even though I do know those scriptures well, but it's just for something for me is that what you just stated, I am more drawn to. And also you stating that you know her character, that shows how much you care about her, that you understand her character enough to say, I don't want to put the person that I love in a harming predicament. It doesn't have anything to do about, oh, I can't do this, or I don't want to do this. I just know I don't want my love to be harmed. And I know she's not doing XYZ and as in a hateful response towards me. And it's like throw myself up under the bus. My previous marriage, me being in a situation that I was in, unable to walk for a long period of time and not having that much money in the bank due to I'm disabled, where all that plays in my head is what woman is going to want me, because the world states that a man is supposed to be able to take care of house and home, supposed to be able to protect. How can I do that in a predicament that I am in? That played in my head constantly. And that was a journey that God put me on that I had to fix. Because when I first saw her, it was there. Boom. If you do what you're asking me to give you and you walk that line like you're supposed to, that is part of your blessing. And from that moment that I met her and I was told that, I went through the steps that I needed to get to. And sure enough, it was times where I was like questioning, I don't know, but I still went with it. And so I appreciate you saying that, being in the position that you're in, because I'm kind of teary eyed, but I love her so much. And I wouldn't change anything. And it's something I've already said at another event, that even my mistakes, I will go through the pain and struggle that I went through as long as I knew that I was going to be back in this position. I don't care how many times I died and was brought back and had to start over. As long as I knew that I was going to get here, I will walk through every pain and struggle just to get here. And so I really seriously appreciate the fact that you've like you've understood who she was and is going to be, and you see such a great light in her as much as she see in you. So I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. That's awesome.
And
It's
see,
okay.
and what that gives me is to know that I can look at her and I can look ahead into our future and say, hey, we're going to basically take on whatever the world brings in front of us together.
Yes.
And that's one thing I always tell her. I'm like, hey, we're in this together. We're the team. We got this. Now let's do what we got to do, whatever that may be.
Indeed.
Yep. He tells me that all the time, especially if we're going through something financially or if I'm sick. He says, we are going to get through this.
Indeed.
It's always we. It's not you. It's not me. It's always we. And I'm going to tell you something that my grandmother told me when I was 18 years old. What did I tell you what my grandmother said about a man in love?
Oh, he knows within a short period of time.
No, it wasn't that.
That wasn't it.
That a man love a woman.
Oh yeah. That he should love God more than.
No, it wasn't that. Okay, this is what my grandmother told me, and you agreed with me when I was 18.
That a man should love you more than he loves himself.
A man should love a woman more than he loves himself. My grandmother told me that at 18. You agreed with that.
And I agree that it goes to go both ways, because at some point I have to say, you know what, put me aside to say he's in distress right now, or even if he's not in distress, or he needs me right now, so I'm gonna put him before myself just for a little while. He ain't gonna hurt anything, and I know he's gonna know and trust that he's gonna do the same for me in that regards,
Well, let me say this is why I said why my grandmother said this, and I'll go back to what we were talking about earlier. Women tend to fall in love quicker just by having sex with that man for the first time. She's in love. Okay? A man, it takes him, he can be with one woman. It may take him 5 or 6 months. So women we're so emotional that we have that I feel like that's a problem with falling in love with a man you don't even know. He give it to you real good, and then bam, you in love, you want to get married. You see that a man will run from that. But when a man finds a woman, these women out here looking, when he finds a good thing, and then that good thing is like, you ain't getting up in this. That right there, that earns so much respect from a man. And I said, Sheila, you need to wake up and stop sleeping with these men and wake up. And I said, I'm not doing it anymore. And here he comes along.
Look, you had God, I just made a promise. Why you send another one over here?
Yeah. And this man told me, I know everything about you. That's what he told me when he first met me. And I was like, you know everything about me? He said,
look, are you sure?
Yeah. And he does. He did.
As it should be, you know, and we spend each and every day learning and loving each other all over again, relearning the new, the old, the good, the bad, the ugly, and growing closer and closer each and every single day.
What she was talking about was I asked God, I like, God, you know, like, hey, what's going on? Because I was going through a divorce at the time, and I wasn't looking for anybody, and she wasn't either. We just so happened to run into each other. Well, God set it up so we run into each other. And I was like, God, I'm like, what's going on with this? I say, now you can put this person into my life. She's a bodybuilder. She does the same thing I do. We talk the same language. We both are Christians. And we get a little bit closer to each other. And he said, well, that's your wife. And he said, you guys are going to have a great life. He said, but you're going to have some obstacles that you're going to have to deal with each other. He said, but I've prepared you, and you're the one for her, and she's the one for you. And you guys are going to help many people in the nickel.
They want to get in.
Many people in the future. One of the kids showed up.
Oh.
So yeah, so he definitely understands.
He understands
where I'm coming from.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, y'all are a high caliber men. Y'all are high value men.
And they're out there. A lot of women say, well, there's no good men out there. There are.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you got to look at yourself and change some things about yourself. Right. And that good man will come along. But they're out there.
I'll say this too. Some of them are just now becoming good men.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go, women.
Yep. You're right. So our last question is, what has been the biggest breakthrough for you guys?
God, there's been so many.
No, the last one.
The last one?
Just tell the last one.
Yeah. What's the last biggest breakthrough?
Okay, we
how you found it.
Okay, when we left Albany, we were in Maryland before Albany. Our plan was to retire in Florida. Okay. Right? We didn't know how it was going to happen. Mm-hmm. We didn't have the money.
I remember.
We had nothing. Okay. So we ended up moving to Albany for a contract. We still we want to move to Florida. Mm-hmm. We were down here so many times at the beach or just we learned our way around in Florida. So one night I was on the internet. I don't know if you're familiar with Zillow, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Zillow, I've learned so much how Zillow works. They post a lot of their homes 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
So I learned that from years ago, and I saw this house, everything that I wanted in it. So I said, I was the first person that made the call. I said, I want to see this house. I want to see this house. So our dream was to retire here.
Mhm.
We first looked at an over 55 community, which are a lot down here. It was really out of our budget, and thank God that didn't go through. So I
Okay.
thought,
Because the hurricane's been hitting that area.
Oh,
Okay.
then the HO fee $600 a month. I mean,
Oh,
really?
wow.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I called the realtor and I said, I want to see this house. So we came over to the house we're in now.
Mhm.
This is not a new house. It's when I walked in, I said to the realtor, this is my house and I'm claiming it.
Mm.
That's what I said. My husband said, whatever you want, I'm going to give you. If whatever it takes. I walked in this house. I said, this is my house. We got this house less than a month after.
Oh wow.
We overbid it.
Manifestation.
Yeah, we overbid it to get this house.
Okay.
Hey.
And we're in a neighborhood with we're the youngest ones in our neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
Oh, to be
Yeah.
young, retired, and in love.
So we got the older people peeping out the window asking us, look, I had one elderly tell my husband, well, who was that leaving out of the house at 8:00 at night? I went to the store. He said she shouldn't be leaving out that time of night.
What in the world?
Oh wow.
Yeah. Or we get a call. So you coming in at 10:00 at night? I mean, what? Those are kind of neighbors we got.
They're 78
Okay.
years old.
But they
Oh,
look
I
at
was
us
gonna
like
say, y'all
they look at us
disturbing their
like
sleep.
Like they think we are their kids.
But
Technically, yes.
God has blessed us. I'm retired, and Lisa knows why I'm retired.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
He's retired, but he's running a contracting firm, and we have everything that we need. The devil comes and go.
Oh,
You
of
already
course.
know that. He comes and go. Can I tell you guys this story real quick?
Yes.
Yeah.
I put on Facebook. I don't know if you guys saw it that I had learned how to walk again. I had to learn how to walk again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you must have.
You saw it, Lisa?
I think it was before you started learning how to swim.
Yes.
Mhm.
I had to learn how to swim for my therapy.
Okay.
Anyway, what happened was real quick in Albany. Now I'm a great skater. Been skating for years. So I went up to the skating rink in Albany.
Mm-hmm.
And my husband had tightened up my back wheels too tight. So I'm on the floor and I'm like, my wheels are not when I went around the curve, the corner, my wheels were too tight. So I got off the floor and there's carpet when you get off the floor. So I went to the front desk. I said, can you unloosen my back wheels?
Mm-hmm.
So as I was waiting for the manager to come unloosen my wheels, I kind of like did a back skate, fell on my glasses. My foot went behind my ankle. So I'm sitting there on the floor and I'm in a daze. And I'm like, what's going on? At that point, I had been going there so much, people have been coming to me like, what's going on? I said, I took my skate off. I said, why is my foot dangling? Me not knowing, I pushed it back up.
Oh.
You're a brave soul, my love.
At that point, no, I was screaming. I had to leave my car there. Jean came and got. I didn't want to go in the ambulance because I've been in the ambulance too many times.
Yeah,
Right.
trust me, I understand that.
So, make a long story short, I broke it in the worst areas.
Right when we were moving to Jacksonville.
Yes, we had to postpone it. So it's broke. I have one rod and I have eight screws and one plate in my right ankle. They told me I had to actually learn how to walk again. I have videos.
Wow.
And it's humbling because the doctors told me, 2 doctors said I would never be able to walk in heels again.
Wow.
I'm walking in my 7-inch heels.
Oh,
Oh yeah. So she be
You
rocking
know,
heels now.
but to
But you
see the
would
videos,
never know it.
if you saw the videos of me learning to walk again, it was the darkest place in my life I had ever been in.
Mm.
This was in 2020.
Well, you
He
had
told me I was walking like Sanford and Son at one point.
Oh, I was gonna say he was a good support system, and he over
But
there cracking a few.
but I also let her know that she was going to be back in her heels. And then
Yes,
I
she
put her
was.
in the swimming pool and started training her. That was her
and
new
that
exercise.
was my therapy. Yep,
Oh, beautiful.
that was my
what's
therapy.
up? I actually need to.
So I just wanted to get that out there because
Oh,
I
no,
did
you
tell
good.
That is a
Facebook
great breakthrough.
I would let them know. So it's been a blessing. We're blessed, but you know the devil comes and go, and we handle him, and we know we have authority over him.
You're right.
Yes.
But we're good. We have our ups and downs like any other couple, you know. But we got 2 kids here, and we love them to death.
I was gonna say the babies be watching TV.
Yeah, girl. See, say hi to Lisa in the room. Hi. Well, it's been a pleasure
Yes,
Indeed
it
it
has
has.
been, and I'm
talking to
so
you
glad
guys.
to finally meet
Thanks,
you.
thanks for the invite.
Yeah,
Anytime.
appreciate it.
We
And I
love
did
you
watch.
guys.
I've watched all the videos of the other podcast interviews. I've watched those, and I like the one that the woman did yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I really like that. But we'll look forward to watching more of them. Hopefully, we'll be back on your show soon.
Oh yes. We
Yes,
definitely have you
indeed.
guys back on.
Yeah,
So
appreciate it.
thank you again, and sorry about the little mushiness.
Oh my goodness.
Trying to
You okay?
cry. Trying to make
Huh?
me, y'all trying to make me cry up here, man. I was not trying to get on here tonight and do all
Hey,
this.
don't be trying to go eat some red velvet cake either.
Oh, you know what? Touche.
Got him.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely
Get
keep in
that-
contact
get
with you
that
guys.
sugar
We're
rush.
thinking about doing some other stuff when it
Right.
comes down with the couples for next season, and like a game show or something like that.
You know
definitely you're on the list, so we
You know
appreciate
what?
you guys.
You know what you should think about down
What's
the
up?
line? Doing a retreat.
I can say they like getting that. Yeah, I did mention that.
Yeah,
so,
she
yeah.
mentioned that, so we thinking about
With
that,
all
and
the
we
couples. Yep.
it'll fall through.
Yeah. I mean, that's something down the line. You guys are gonna blow up
Mhm.
because you're too
Oh
big.
yeah, she just had somebody spot her today, get her nails did.
Yeah, I was getting my nails did, and I was admiring this lady nail, and I was like, "Oh my god, that is a pretty color," because it was like a shimmery rose gold. But I had already picked my color, and he was like, "Oh, so you thinking about changing?" I was like, I don't know, I might. And I was like, "Ma'am, that is a really pretty color in there." She said, "Oh yeah, thank you, Miss Takeover." I was like,
They're gonna be asking for autographs then.
I was like, "Did she just call me by my Instagram name?"
But you know, it's a good thing that you guys are doing. I really appreciate it. I'm
thank
glad to be honored to be a part of this. You know,
Indeed, I was excited to have y'all on. I had been raving about. I was like, "Oh, is it this weekend?" He's like, "No, it's not this weekend. It's next weekend." It's like next weekend. I was like, "Okay."
yeah, and it's because we go way back. You know,
so much. You guys are absolutely amazing and inspirational to me. I hope that we continue to grow and love just as much as you
yeah.
guys have.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say again, Lisa, I really appreciate you.
Oh, you're welcome. You know,
You were
that's-
there for me. You know a lot about me,
I
and
do.
I appreciate you being kind to me.
Oh, that's not. You're my friend.
We sisters.
Yeah. Yes. You know what? We gotta come down and visit you guys and see the house and hang out.
Yeah. Y'all definitely gotta come down.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Y'all only 4 hours away.
We can do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I sat
Well,
down and came
that
back.
ain't nothing. Yeah.
I just ran down and came back in one day. Just,
Yeah, well,
Just,
I go. It takes me 3 hours pretty much to go get my treatment, so that ain't no but an extra hour.
Right.
Yeah, we can do that.
Mhm.
Make it a
You,
vacation.
you come down here for your treatment?
No, I'm saying when I go up to Atlanta, where I gotta go at, it's like 3 hours,
Okay.
pretty much. So that's almost
Yeah, we
the
definitely
same.
make that drive. We do a
Oh
little
yeah.
traveling.
It's the same. It's not too much of a difference.
Nah.
So
Yeah, we can do that. We
All
love to do that.
right. Look forward to meeting you guys
Well,
again soon.
We love you guys, and you all have a great night. Okay.
Indeed.
You
Okay.
guys too.
Y'all enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
All right.
All
No,
right.
make sure y'all go see Forever Wakanda.
We already seen it. We
Wakanda
already seen
It
it.
was dope.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, well, next week, go see Devotion.
Devotion.
The
Yes.
first Black Marine General.
Okay, Devotion. I
Okay.
think I saw the
Devotion.
trailer to
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I saved it.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Y'all too.
Love you
Good night.
guys.
Good night.